Traders, hope you had a good weekend. In this video we're going to go through last week's trade ideas sent to VIP. So without further ado, we'll get into the video. So looking at the Aussie Swissy, this one was opened. Here what I've done is I've copied and pasted the actual trade idea from Telegram so we can see where we opened it, and this is where we closed it here, the exit. So what have we got, about 8 hours or so? We had a data release coming out, a news event, and I decided to close this one into the news event as we don't know whether it's going to, spike in either direction. In any case, I decided to close this one. This one's a 0.2 pips. It's a break even, so it didn't go anywhere. The next one, I'm just running down the list here alphabetically. Euro sell, that was the original trade. We had two of these. This one I decided to close it at the end of the New York session. Okay, we opened here, we closed it here. 0.14R gain on that. I didn't want to hold it through Asia, and I was thinking we could bank profits here and through Asia. Generally we're going to see a retrace, London open, and it trades back down, and I took the trade short on this move. I'll just show you this. Okay, looking at the chart, London open, we had this nice retrace. It's a trend continuation strategy. High, low, retrace, sell. Same thing. But I'll tell you what, it's been pretty tough couple of weeks on the back of the Bank of Japan and the chaos in the markets. We've seen a lot of volatility going against trades fairly regularly at any time. So hopefully in the coming week we see the markets settle a little bit. That would be awesome. Give us a bit of a chance to build up some pips and get ahead. In any case, I decided to close it end of New York, secure profits, and looking for the re-entry. Okay, we started to see this pull away, and there was an entry point. Well, you saw that red candle. Entry point was in here. Just delete that. Replay. Look at this retrace here. It just pulled right back out of nowhere. Okay, so we had this reversal on the 1 hour time frame. So this one, okay, it's a minus 1R. Stop loss was taken out on this move north. The Euro CAD. Here's the trade idea that went into VIP. We ended up closing this one early, closed at the end of New York session as I've written down in here. So what I was looking for was to secure profits at the end of the New York session, look for a re-entry potentially on a pullback through Asia, maybe into the London Open, go long again. But this deep pullback put me off. What I'm generally looking for, low, high, into equilibrium, low, high, retrace down into the order block, something like that. Low, high, the retrace down into a discount, and again low, high, and I was looking for the retrace back down into this level. It pushed down deeper, so I was reluctant to get involved with this again. This is what's going on at the moment, guys, in the market. It's quite a challenge for everybody, and I've done videos on this. Just quickly, I'll show you the VIX and then we'll come back to this. Look at this spike. Just scrunch that up. Trading is relatively easy through periods like this. Okay, can be fairly predictable and smooth sailing. And then when you get these spikes like this, it causes an incredible amount of volatility in the markets. All right, so the markets can go against you at any time very quickly. So that's what we've been up against through this last 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm hoping that things start to settle into the coming week. Actually, we were looking at the Euro CAD. Yeah, and I decided back down in here not to re-enter given this move here. The thing you're going to find with the markets at the moment, we're going to be up against volatility and moves like this that the algos are basically moving the markets around seeking liquidity. All right, so the stops that are resting under these lows back in here. Okay, so we've got this low. Okay, it drops down below it and takes out the stops that are sitting under here, all through here. So I'm going to be looking for similar setups this week, trend continuation, hoping the markets settle, and mainly on the 1 hour chart, 30-minute, 1 hour, I will be looking for a similar setup, giving our stops a little bit of room to breathe, but we don't want them too wide. Okay, so we'll go for day trade, possibly intraday. Okay, so we might look at these holding overnight setups. I think I'm preferring this rather than scalping unless I see a really good scalping setup. We'll just see how things shape up as we move forward this week. Anyway, Euro Pound, yeah, again, I'm looking for continuation. And then the markets decide to swing the other way out of nowhere. We got taken out on that one. Yeah. Now, we don't want to be ridiculous with our stops either. Okay, pound Swiss. So here's the trade idea from VIP. Again, I'm not going to shift gears with my strategy. It's going to continue. I'm looking for these moves. Low, high return, buy. It's a trend. So I'm looking for the continuation. This strategy has been building accounts consistently. Okay, so we have a couple of weeks with challenging market conditions. Just keep trading the strategy. Reduce your risk. It is inevitable that every trader will come up against tough market conditions, and that's going to definitely challenge you. But the main thing is, if you have a strategy that you've been trading and it's proven, stick to it. Okay, don't go chopping and changing your strategy. You just make slight adjustments as market conditions unfold. For example, smaller risk, slightly wider stop, something like that, and soldier through it, guys, until the dust settles. This one we're still in until I shut it down. Was minus 0.15, so slightly negative. This was heading into a calendar event, so I decided to close it. Yeah, we had some pretty high impact events Thursday, Friday, towards the end of last week, and they were pretty important events. We had Fed Chair Powell speaking, and uncertainty around whether the Fed was going to lower rates or otherwise. Okay, so that caused a lot of uncertainty in the markets. Pound yen, this one still trend continuation. This one, depending on your broker, I know a few members were taken out, their stops were taken out with this move here. Other members messaged me saying that they were still in this trade. So you're going to see the spread differences come into play. Right? Quite a few people were still in this trade. And, running with the strategy, we have clearly here higher highs, higher lows. So if you're still in it, you haven't closed this one on Friday, I would hold it and just see how it shapes up. So depending on your broker, some were taken out, others weren't. The other thing, if with TS Copier, I've actually added randomly added pips to the stop loss. Okay, so that would have widened your stop a little bit. And then depending on your broker, that may or may not have been taken out. Pound Kiwi, entry 191.161, there it is, yeah. Stop loss 189.126. Righto, we took this trade on this breakout, bullish breakout. So we closed this one into the Asian session. Right, so opened previously at the New York Open, this one by the looks of it. Closed it at the end of New York into Asia, thinking that this would pull back through Asia, which it did. Okay, so we shut that down with a 1 hour profit. For whatever reason, I didn't re-enter, but that obviously would have been quite a nice outcome if we'd jumped back into this one. Pound dollar, we entered this one twice. Hang on, that was back in, Tuesday the 20th. Again, into Asia, I decided to close it, started pulling back into Asia. Okay, so we secured 0.53R. The Asia close, it actually rallied again, and I missed it. That happens. Opened it again, hoping that we'd gain some pips with this. It went negative, and I closed it slightly better than break even just prior to a high impact data release. I decided not to take the risk, of course, and it went in our favor, but into a high impact event as such, it can go in either direction. So we closed it down slightly in profit here, just better than break even into the data release. But this one, look, this was a really nice trend. We're getting the pullbacks and, seeing some really nice continuation. So, juggling these around news events can be interesting. After the event, obviously this continued to move, but I'm not going to be in front of the charts 24/7. We've got a life to live as well, right? So, you're going to miss the re-entry on some of these. And then what happened down here, we've got a QEN. Again, I had some feedback from members. Okay, one of my members mentioned his stop was hit, but you can see here clearly this stop wasn't taken out. Other members messaged me saying they were still in the trade, and I mentioned to close this at break even. It hadn't really traded in. Look at the volatility with this. It hadn't traded in our favor, and I posted a notice into VIP to shut this one at break even as we'd pulled up into this level here. Look at the volatility. Yeah, I mean, it's bullish, but some of these stop raids are pretty brutal. You know, it's trending up nicely. A lot of people jump in here. And what do? Highly manipulated markets, guys. Look at that. Stop losses go under here big time. So what do? That's a stop raid. That's the algorithm hunting liquidity. So, you know, navigating around that. You know, you're up against incredibly intelligent people who have a lot of experience and very, very sophisticated concepts and algos that are designed to look for liquidity in the markets. You know, so you're up against the best of the best guys in the world. That's our competition. If you can grow an account in this environment, you're doing well. And again, you're always going to come up against events that throw the markets into chaos. It hasn't been easy this last couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I keep coming back to that VIX chart. Anyway, let's just have a look at the dollar Swiss. All right, this was a short. So we're on the right side of the market. We opened it here and it really didn't do anything. Now we were heading into a high impact data release and I decided to close this at break even. Here it is, entry point 85182, stop loss. Okay, closed at break even. Big data coming out. Let's have a quick look. Opened on Wednesday. Thursday had unemployment claims. Okay, here's where we closed, 1.8 pips in profit. And that was closed on Thursday, okay, into unemployment claims. And then we had the dollar yen. We opened it here. Okay, so we had this one opened and closed. This was running in our favor. We moved our stop loss to break even when this pulled away. And of course, got taken out. It pulled all the way back up. That's a stop hunt prior to this. Okay, so some of you may still be in this trade depending on your broker. Broker differences, the spreads do make a difference. Now, what I've done is I've decided to shift gears a little bit. I've opened a new master account with another broker with zero spread. I put this into Tradingview. It's a XNES, zero spread for the signals. I think that's going to make a difference, especially, you know, you've seen 3 trades, I think, here that have come really close. So zero spread broker for the signals moving forward. XNES, I think I've left a link in Telegram for you to check them out. If they're not available in your country, just go for whatever broker is available with a raw spread account. Okay, so minimum spread, so you want raw spread or zero spread. Okay, go for that low spread option and that will definitely be in your favor. Okay guys, it's been a couple of tough weeks. You can see that we're on track. Okay, volatility has been pretty aggressive. If you like what you see, definitely join us and benefit from the ongoing videos. I have mentoring videos that go into VIP fairly regularly. Okay, to find out more, head over to tradingwithanthony.com. The link is below, as you can see here, below in the video here, and it's in the description. And with that, hope you have a great day. Safe trading as always, and I'll see you in the next video.